It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello and welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Southtown Star newspaper, and we are at Homewood Flossmoor High School, home of the Vikings, about 185th and Kedzie in lovely Flossmoor, folks. Got a couple guests for you tonight. Homewood Flossmoor football coach Craig Bazia, the Buzzman, will be one of our guests. All he's done in 4 years is racked up a 30-10 overall record. Led the Vikings to the Class 8A semifinals in his first year. Vikings are 5-0 right now, coming off a big 24-21 win over Lincoln East right here on Friday night. This place was rocking. Big win for the Vikings, and they travel to Sandburg this Friday, 7:15 kickoff. I'll be out at that game covering that baby. And then our second guest we're going to have on, HF running back Vashon Nutt. He led the way Friday night against Lincoln East, 120 yards rushing and a touchdown. So we're going to have both those guys on. We are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout, folks. They lay it on thick at Beggar's, the best pizza around. We come back, Coach Craig Bazia will be our guest. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a pepperoni sausage, green peppers and onions. Don't forget the extra cheese, large pizza. Oh, by the way, I also make house calls. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
For over 60 years, Standard Bank has been a part of your neighborhood, supporting sports and other activities, working with communities as they grow and thrive, helping businesses and families to reach their financial goals. In communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, your neighborhood is our neighborhood. We can help you reach your financial goals. To learn about products like Check Free, our super secure service that saves you time and money and makes it easy to pay your bills online, visit standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. We are at Homewood Flossmoor High School, about 185th and Kedzie in lovely Flossmoor. Our guest this week, the Buzzman, Craig Bazia, Homewood Flossmoor football coach. How's it going, Buzz?
Great, Pat. Thanks for having me.
Great is right, my man. 5-0 on the season, coming off a big 24-21 win over Lincoln East. So what does it say about the program to finally be able to beat East? First time since 2003. You snapped their 25-game conference winning streak.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, really they were the last team on our schedule that we hadn't been able to beat in my 4 years here, and we always felt like we were in the game with them and but never able to pull it off, and had some crucial mistakes, and this time our kids really hung together and came up with the win. I'm real proud of them, and our kids, I think, take a lot of pride in that, to be able to do that, and not only a quality program that we have a lot of respect for at East, but on our homecoming as well.
Yeah, that says a lot. You guys schedule them on homecoming too.
Well, I like to think I had some input in that, but I didn't. But it worked out. Yeah, it worked out. Yeah.
Sophomore class getting a lot of props. I know there's talk of having as many as a dozen up this year, but I think you're more like 6 or 7 right now. And the juniors are contributing, but I think we can't slight this senior class, right, Buzz? I mean, this senior class has meant a lot to this program.
Absolutely. Our seniors have been awesome, and again, they've been part of the reason why our sophomores have been successful, just because of mentoring them along the way, and Vashon is one of them. And I think our seniors, I probably felt happier for them, just from the standpoint they finally got the monkey off their back, and that they had beaten them all the way up. As freshmen and sophomores, but were never able to beat them at the varsity level. And lo and behold, they stuck together and got the win, and I'm very, very pleased for them.
Now, you've been doing this for over 20 plus years, 4th season at HF. And during your career, we talked about it prior to the season, you were always been very hesitant to promote sophomores to the varsity. You said you've done it maybe a couple times throughout your career. This year, like we talked about, you got 6, 7 of these guys up. What was it about bringing these kids up? Obviously, they're talented, and you just felt they were ready, huh?
Yeah, and a lot of it is the two twins, or the set of twins that we got,
Harley
Hamptons. That's sort of a no-brainer. It doesn't take Vince Lombardi to figure out these kids are pretty talented, and along with Desmond Bland, who's been starting at guard and is playing as well as any offensive lineman I've had. So, those guys. It's just a matter of, it's one thing to have an offensive lineman, a defensive tackle, maybe a linebacker, but to have 2 sophomores that can't even drive to practice. You got to ride their bikes. The first day of practice, I saw them drive up and they're like a little bike, and I go, these guys are going to be handling the ball for us. And that's my issue, because they're handling the ball. If Vajan's not handling it, it's one of those 2 guys. But they've done an outstanding job, but our senior class has really took them under their wing, and it's been a really good combination.
Yep. And it's 5-0. This isn't like it's a fluke. The schedule is, you had Stevenson you beat Simeon, and now Lincoln Wayne. So there's no flukes here, man. Are you surprised at all that you're sitting 5-0 based on the competition that you've played, or what?
I'd be lying if I said if I wasn't surprised. I think when you looked at our schedule, and again, Simeon was as good a team as we've played. I don't think they're getting the notoriety of it, but they're a very good football team. And then obviously Stevenson was ranked -- 1 preseason in the 8A. And we go up their place and beat them, and Joliet West is a much better program, playing them, and then coming at East. So, to be 5-0 with the schedule that we played, I thought at the start of the year, I thought this was probably the toughest schedule that HF has probably ever played.
Yeah.
And when you look back at all the teams that we're playing. So, to be 5-0, we're happy, but we know that we have not played our best game yet, and especially on Friday, we don't feel like we played our best game and still were able to come out on top.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. You guys are sitting 5-0 and beat the competition you have, and you still haven't put it all together.
Yeah, right? We haven't. And Friday we really did some things that aren't characteristic of us. They hit us with a big fake field goal when we stopped them. We had 12 guys on the field after a timeout on a punt situation, which gave them a first down, which led to their next touchdown. And that starts with me. I got to do a better job of coaching and communicating and things like that. But all in all, maybe last year or definitely the years before that, our kids wouldn't have pulled through that. But they big character check. We're down 14-7 with 4 minutes to go, and we go into the half leading 17-14.
Yeah,
so it says something a lot about our senior leadership.
So when you're sitting 5-0 and you're beating the type of competition you've been beating, how do you keep these kids' egos in check? Well, make sure that they're not getting too ahead of themselves. You got Sandburg on Friday in Orland Park.
Right. I think we just sort of, we don't get too high into too high. I think our kids were in the locker room, and I think they're happy, but I think they knew that we can get better, and we're going to continue to do that. And I think coaches-wise, we know what we need to do. We're going to get on these guys. We started today. They understand the task at hand. They know the last time we went over to Sandburg, we got beat. Yeah. And we were trying to go for an 8-win season there, and so we reminded them of this. And we know Sandburg's an excellent team. They're 4-1. Teams at this stage of the game aren't 4-1 if they don't have a very good team. So, hopefully our kids understand that, and they're certainly not looking forward to anything else other than the Sandburg game on Friday.
Yeah. Program from top to bottom, Buzz. You still nearing 100 kids on the varsity, or what is it?
We're down a little bit. Our numbers aren't as big, but I think that's just because of the commitment that our kids have to make. Yeah. And our kids don't miss practice, they don't miss meetings, they don't screw around in school. If they do, they're not with us. Yeah. So some kids have fell by the wayside, but we've got a good workable number now. I think we're about 75, 80 on the varsity. It's a good workable number, and helps us be pretty efficient during the practice.
So what do you think? If this team continues to progress and develop, what do you think they're capable of achieving this season?
I don't know. I think a lot of it has to do with how we play in each game. We play against Lincoln Way East. We hold them to 85 yards rushing, which that's almost unheard of, and we rush for 250. And I don't know who the last team that rushed at 250 against a team like that. So I think that's a big key. How well we can stop the run and how well we can run the ball. I think that's a big key. And if that happens, we stay away from turnovers. I think we can be in the game with everybody, and that's what we're looking forward to see in the next 4 games.
Yeah. Well, folks have to remember, too, and you've been on every season since you've been here the past 4 years, is when you inherited this program, numbers were down. I don't even think they had 50 guys on the varsity roster. Things were a mess. I think the 1-8, 0-9 season you inherited. Now you've got everything rolling here. Obviously, you're 30-10 as of this point in your career here, and now you got this field house coming on board, which is just, folks, this thing is unbelievable. You're going to have a field turf practice facility over here. I mean, it's just unbelievable. What does this mean to this football program? And plus the quality education you get here is second to none.
Yeah, I don't, without that, we feel pretty good about our facilities. But adding that, it's unbelievable. I would venture to say if it's not one of the best, you got to be one of the top 10, facilities in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just amazing, and hats off to our school board and our administration and our community for seeing the need for it and doing it right, because the people that don't have a chance to walk through that, it is one phenomenal facility. I think it can do nothing but help not only the athletic program, but the school in general.
Yeah, I mean, the place, it's going to look like a college campus. It's gorgeous, and like you said, I mean, you live in this area, you got to have your head examined not to send your kid to Homer Flossmoor High School.
Thank you. We appreciate that. That's sort of how we feel. Let's take for Vashon. He came in from California.
That's right, man. He heard about it. He said, I got to move to Flossmoor, man.
Exactly.
All right, well, Buzz, thanks a lot, man, for coming on board again.
My pleasure.
I appreciate
Thanks for having
it. Continued success. Good luck Friday. I'm going to be at that game Friday. And you know what? I'm going to hit you up right now. Coach of the Week, Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse. You're the man.
Wow, thank you.
$25 gift card. Go eat the best barbecue in the Southland. I'm hooking you up here, all right?
I appreciate it. Thanks, Pat.
All right, man. Well deserved.
Thank
Folks, we're going to go to Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. We return. Going to have HF running back Vashon Nutt, senior, led the way this past weekend against Lincoln Way East. He'll be our next guest, so stay tuned.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut and style for just $27 and guys get a cut and style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
If you're looking for delicious barbecue in the Southland, no one does it better than Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. Stop in and try our mouth-watering ribs, tender piled-high pulled pork sandwich with homemade chips, or a perfecta combo in our year-round indoor-outdoor patio. Having a special get-together, Bona Pit offers a party room for up to 100 people. Want to watch the big game? Fans can do so on one of our many flat-screen TVs and enjoy $10 domestic bucket specials every Sunday. Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. No one does barbecue better.
Check out the Southtown Star's brand new look. It's been completely redesigned to be better looking and easier to read. But appearance isn't everything. One thing that will never change is the quality of writing you've come to expect from the Southtown Star. We make a commitment to stand up for the Southland every day by bringing you compelling stories, important news, and great local sports coverage. Pick up a copy and see for yourself why the Southtown Star is the Southland's newspaper.
Hello, welcome back to the Coach's Quarters Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you just joined us, we're at Homer Flossmoor High School. Our next guest, HF running back Vashon Nutt. Vashon, how's it going, my man?
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming on board. Vashon, great game on Friday. 120 yards rushing, plus a touchdown, 24-21 win over Lincoln Way East. And where does that win rank, man? Well, beating Lincoln Way East, homecoming crowd, just in your career.
It's top notch. It's probably one of the best ones I've ever had in my life. The crowd out here was ecstatic. There's no better feeling than that.
No better feeling, man. So as you're racing downfield, 66-yard touchdown, man. Crowd's going crazy. What is going through your mind?
Get in the end zone.
Get in the end zone.
Just get in the end zone. The last couple of games, I've been getting stopped short, so just got to get in there. I couldn't do it without my team, and I'm just happy we did it.
Yeah, happy you did it, man. So 5-0. Are you surprised at all by this? And if so, what has surprised you most about this situation?
Not really. I'm really confident in my team. We play hard on both sides of the ball, and we execute the game plan the way we're supposed to. But these teams are great. The competition's all good. I don't think we've really had, a bad team yet.
Yep.
So just the whole experience was, a surprise. How fast it's going. That's probably the biggest shock for me.
Yeah.
Are the jerseys.
Yeah. Are you keeping those sophomores even keeled or what, man? You don't let their heads get too big or what?
Oh
man?
yeah, the sophomores. coming down here, getting a lot of playing experience. It's not normal.
Right.
But you know, we take them under our wing and we do the best we can.
They're doing a nice job, those sophomores, aren't they? All right, so the Buzz, man, what's it like playing for them? Man, you moved here your spring semester of your sophomore year from Cali. You're an LA guy, man.
Yeah.
You're an LA guy. Now you live in Flossmoor. So, you know, from your past experience in California playing football, and now you got the Buzz man here, what's it been like to play for him?
Coach Buzz is a great coach. You know, first off, he's a mastermind. He's a genius. He does everything we're supposed to do to win. His game plan is second to none. You know,
Yep.
we'll always have some way to beat a team. And he's just a great coach, man. He's taught me things that I've never known in Cali. You know, I came from really prestigious school out there, and Coach Buzz has taken me under his wing, and I haven't fallen short at all. He's one of the best coaches I've ever had.
Yeah. Now, we were talking a little bit before this, and you've never experienced a snowfall on Christmas, and you make sure during Christmas time you go back home and visit your father, right? Back in California. So, but what is it about Flossmoor and the Midwest in general? What do you like about this, man? You like the changing of the seasons a little bit, or what, man?
It's different. You know, in California you only have 2 seasons. It's spring and summer.
That's it.
And, you know, it's cool. I like it. It's a small town. You know, I lived in Los Angeles, a big city. But I like Flossmoor. It's nice. Everybody knows each other. And, you know, the school this is awesome school, man. I love this place.
School, man, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's awesome. So I know, you know, with the offense Buzz has, you know, there's a lot of you have multiple weapons on this offense. You're not going to be the guy to get the ball 20 times generally.
Right.
Man, you split it up. You got the Harley Hampton brothers with you. So what's it like, man, to keep your ego checked at the door and not say, hey, man, I want the ball more? You know what I'm saying?
You just got to be humble. You know, the team is always on. You know, team is first all the time, and you know, it could change every game. One person could get the play of the game one week, and then it could change. Spread them and shred them, Coach Buzz says. So keep doing it.
I like it, man. I like that. So after this big win against Lincoln Way East at home, homecoming, I'm sure you guys are just, you know, you guys are going crazy here. But now you got Sandburg on Friday, man.
Yeah.
So how do you know, make sure you guys don't overlook the Eagles here, man?
You know, Lincoln Way East was a really good win. You know, it was big for us. But Sandburg is just as good. You know, they're a great team, 4-1, and you know, it's just one win.
Yep.
You're
Can't take them lightly, man.
Right? They're all one win. You know, we got one big goal ahead, and you know, it's just another one on the way.
On the way, man. And we got to mention Vashon played a little baseball too, huh? Coach Sipple.
Yeah.
And baseball team's going to be pretty good this year, man. You guys got some pitching.
Yeah, we got really good pitching. Last year was, you know, I wouldn't say a rebuilding year, but more reloading. You know, we had to keep going with the guys we had. But this year we've got a lot of seniors coming back. Summer we did really good.
Yeah, that's good. This is the year.
Yeah.
This should be the year for you guys,
so.
man. You hope so.
Right.
And how was it playing with those Sheehan brothers, man? Those are my guys, man. Patrick and James.
Pat and James, you know, they're second in. Those are the funniest guys I know.
They are a trip, aren't they?
Yeah, Pat's at Wisconsin Platteville right now. He's doing great. And James, you know, I see him every day. That's my big brother.
That's your big brother.
The little big brother.
Little brother, yeah. There you go, man. All right, well, Vashon, thanks a lot, man, for coming on board.
Nice
I appreciate it. Continued success. Go Vikings this season, all right, man?
Go Vikings.
All right. All right, guys, we're going to go to athletics timeout. When we return, we're going to have the text poll question. We're going to have an HF flavor to it. You can win a $50 gift card, compliments of Standard Bank. We got players of the week, coach of the week, all kinds of good stuff. Stay tuned.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Since 1970, Standard Bank & Trust has been a landmark at the corner of 95th and Western. Now there's a new, state-of-the-art Standard Bank at the same convenient location and better equipped to serve your needs. So stop by and meet our friendly, professional staff. They provide personalized service and a wide range of products to help both businesses and individuals reach their financial goals. In the Evergreen Park area and in communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, we're your neighborhood bank. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank HF coach Craig Bazia and running back Vashawn Nutt for being our guest this week on the Coach's Corner Show. Before we get rolling to that text poll question, we got the Vikings field hockey squad out there right now. They're trailing 2-1 to Lakes. A lot of time left, though. A lot of time left for the Vikings to make a comeback. All right, the Standard Bank text poll question of the week. All right, get out your cell phones. Text the correct answer. Got a shot at winning a $50 gift card, compliments of Standard Bank. All right. What year did Homewood Flossmoor's football team win its one and only state championship? All right. Text the year. Text me the year to 708-365-8501. Texter number 4 with the correct response wins a $50 gift card at Standard Bank. Holidays are fast approaching. Who can't use an extra $50 to spend a little bit, all right? I'm a giver. I am a giver, folks. All right, let's go to some games from last week. Results, game I was at, Mount Carmel 24, St. Rita 3. For Mount Carmel, Matt Domer, 15 carries, 166 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Marco Borosic, 11 carries, 117 yards. For the Caravan, now 5-0. For St. Rita, Tommy Mister, 21 carries, 48 yards. He was 10 of 25 passing for 154 yards. The only offense on the night came from Johnny Kelly, 33-yard field goal for Rita. St. Rita has to travel to Providence Friday night. That's a big game. Mount Carmel has to travel to Loyola Saturday afternoon. HF 24, Lincoln Way East 21. For Lincoln Way East, Jordan Wirtz hit Paul Gossage on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Brett Fiesel hooked up with Colin O'Connell on I think it was a fake field goal, a 16-yard TD pass. For HF, Isaac Cutrera, 8 of 17 passing, 133 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's had a great season. Vashawn Nutt, 11 carries, 125 yards and a TD. James Sheehan had a 20-yard TD reception, and Morgan Bowman with a 33-yard field goal for the undefeated Homewood Flossmoor Vikings. Big shocker here, Evergreen Park 35, Richards 34. For Evergreen Park, Keyshawn Carpenter, 39 carries, 140 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's a night's work. Jaquette McClendon, 9 catches, 139 yards, 2 TDs. Also had a big interception. Sean Ryan had a 7-yard game-tying touchdown run, and Matt Schultz provided the game-winning PAT for the Mustangs, who are now 5-0. They travel to Argo Saturday afternoon. I'll be there. Be there, be square. For Richards, Hassan Muhammad Rogers, 188 yards passing. Also had 106 yards rushing. Spencer Tears had a 10-yard TD reception for the Bulldogs. Now 4-1. Rich Central 12, Bloom 10. I was at that game Saturday. Rich Central, Michael Hoover, game-winning 3-yard TD run. Daquan Dudley hit a 10-yard touchdown reception. Ahmad McClellan had 19 carries, 106 yards. Rich Central is 5-0. They have a heck of a defense. For Bloom, Justice Brantley, 17 carries, 82 yards. Jordan Benavides, 20 carries, 67 yards. And Lawrence Evans had a 20-yard interception return for a touchdown for Bloom. Also a heck of a defense. James Coleman, defensive end, is a player. Providence 42, Gordon Tech nothing. For Providence, Dominic Lagone, 9 carries, 74 yards, 2 TDs. Justin Hunniford, 6 of 10, 64 yards, 2 touchdown passes. Miles Boykin had both of those touchdown receptions, covering 1 and 21 yards. And Brandon Dendler had a 5-yard TD run for the Celtics. And Argo 36, TF North 28, 5-0 Argo, 5-0 Evergreen Park Saturday afternoon. For Argo, Jason Knoll, 46-yard touchdown run. Also registered 2 touchdown passes for TF North. Davion Sylvester had 2 TD passes. All right, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. Give the Lincoln Way West running back Javier Montalvo. All he did was rush for 261 yards, hauled in 94 yards receiving, and scored 5 touchdowns during a 42-14 rout of Andrew. So we're going to hook up Javier with a $25 gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook. Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week. We're going to give to Mother McCauley volleyball player Ryan DeGerald, led the Mighty Macs to the Rich East Invite Championship. Lisa Thomas Salon will hook Ryan up with a nice little goodie bag of products and gift card and a t-shirt. And you know what? We're going to be taping at Lisa Thomas Salon in Tinley Park next Monday night. And God willing, Jen DeGero, the head coach of Mother McCauley Volleyball, will be our guest. The Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse, Coach of the Week, you saw it. You're watching the show, HF Coach Craig Bazia, he's the man, and we handed him off a $25 gift card to Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. All right, folks, come back from this Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout, high and tight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
What teen doesn't want to be in style with the latest trends? What teen doesn't want the hottest cuts at an affordable price? It's time to get noticed with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where girls get a cut and style for just $27 and guys get a cut and style for just $17. Get the right look for the right price at the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club. Your style, perfect style. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon.
If you're in the mood for some of the finest barbecue in the Southland, then Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights is a place for you and your family. Whether it's ribs, chicken, brisket, pulled pork, or any other barbecue favorites, Bona Pit serves up a flavor explosion in a championship form. We also offer steaks, seafood, sandwiches, a mouth-watering nachos platter, and salads in a casual atmosphere, with the option of either dining inside or on our heated patio. Watch the big game in our full-service bar or call ahead for pickup. Bona Pit in Palos Heights. Hello, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, you know, there are a ton of top Division I prospects in the Southland area. Some kids, you know, sneak through the cracks and don't get noticed by a Division I program. I'm going to tell you a kid specifically I saw Saturday, James Coleman of Bloom Township, the defensive end, 6'5", 240 pounds, great footwork, huge wingspan. Kid was all over the field. Talking to Coach Palumbi afterwards, right now, you know, he's flying a little bit under the radar, but this is a kid. If any college coaches are watching this is a kid you got to check out. He's a basketball player as well, but his first love is football. And this kid, throw on 3 square meals a day in college, weight training, nutrition. He could balloon to about 280 and just be an enormous beast. So, all right, folks, hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you out next week. Have a great, great week.